And just a minute or two here for the players to get warmed up before the start of the game. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. Moments away, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. On paper, this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, that means just so much talent in the league. If one or two guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. The captain out there with Joel Embiid. Then there's Quentin Grimes. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's George in at the 3.
Skillful make inside by Booker, able to find his spot for the finish.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I caught up with the head coach for the Suns. We talked about Joel Embiid specifically and what he wants his team to do against him, and Coach said, I want us to make life difficult for him. Every time he catches it in the post, I want us to push back and be physical with him. If he's out on the perimeter, I want to put a hand up on every single shot. Let's see if Coach's message resonates. Guys, back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. Brooks kicks to Allen. Allen, a screen on Maxey. Beyond the arc. Got a hand on it. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Shot clock at 5. Near the three-point line, it's Booker, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Tim, one of the most dangerous scorers in the NBA, Devin Booker.
Well, he is smooth, Kevin. He makes it look easy, but developing that kind of offensive skill set is anything but.
Williams, a screen on Maxey. That's good from Williams, the assist by Booker.
And when you start out shooting 80% or better as a team, you start to feel yourself a little bit, and that feeling is good.
Embiid dishes to George. A second chance effort. Embiid, no good.
Well, protecting the rim, plays like that really bolster your defense.
It's deflected. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Well, if you're talking about one of the best in the mid-range area of the floor, Embiid has to be in that discussion for center.
Outside Williams. Pass to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see you. That's your point guard getting up.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Some changes for Philadelphia. Jared McCain's checked in for Quentin Grimes. And it's Lowry in for Maxey. Brooks against George. Pass to Williams. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Buries it down low.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And yes, it's good. Booker's got 10.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Embiid again, Philadelphia.
And this is the beauty of Embiid's game. He has a shot from anywhere on the floor.
Brooks outside. From downtown, the shot by Fleming, no good. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Embiid the screen. Popped up there for Embiid. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
That is great timing on the lob, and Embiid finishes it off.
Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against the Lakers in L.A. There's the screen. Pass to Fleming. That one misses. Here's the captain. Outside, George. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. 76ers lead by 7. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Philadelphia.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Andre Drummond is out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Kelly Oubre. Then there's Maxey. And it's Lowry in at the point guard. Buries the long-range jumper.
Can't let Lowry get comfortable from beyond the arc because he's more than capable of hurting you from there.
Butler kicks to Goodwin. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. So for the 76ers, their last game, a win against the Lakers.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
The key when you go into a hostile territory is play with a purpose and stay true to your game plan. That's what they did.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And some changes here for the 76ers. The captain comes in for Kyle Lowry. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Maxey. And Tim, I think it's safe to say that Kelly Oubre is an eccentric guy.
Well, Kevin, he's got the tattoos, the painted fingernails, certainly not afraid to express himself stylistically. And in this league, if you can play, well, the dress code is flexible.
The drive by Brooks comes up empty down low. Philadelphia leading by 13. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Pass to Fleming. And here's Brooks to halt the run, and it's good on the layup. Brooks has got his first bucket of the night. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Here's the captain, fires the three, up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Brooks down low. He's against Oubre. Count it.
Sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That will conclude a 5-game road trip for them.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Suns trail by 17. That's to Goodwin. Over Grimes. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Drummond the screen. Bobbed up there for Drummond. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
A huge target on alley-oops. Throw it towards Drummond, and he'll take care of the rest.
Here's Booker. 10 points for him. With the drive, and stolen by Drummond. It's intercepted. Simmons against Brooks. Pass to Fleming. Booker looking around. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you. Well, Devin Booker grew up in Grand Rapids, Michigan, but around age 15, he moved to Moss Point, Mississippi to live and train with his father. Booker said, quote, "I understood the goal and I just embraced the culture and the inner city. They took me in. It was really important time, and it was good for me." Back over to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Williams' shot is off.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. There's the pick. The drive by Booker. Up and in from the low block. Booker's got 12 in the game.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
This is the kind of selfless leader Maxey is. He knows how important it is to share the ball.
Allen outside. Pass to Williams. Now here's Booker. The three. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. He's got 15.
Now, there is no doubt about it. Booker is one of the best catch-and-shoot options in this league.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Booker. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be right back after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. They're thinking about the shot. Give it up for the participants.
Howdy, folks. Time for halftime fun. Woohoo! Before we check out the action at hand, first order of business, the power rankings.
Taking a look here now at the 76ers. They're the best team in the league, and they know it. When you're the biggest dog, throw that muscle around, keep the rest of the pack in line.
Listen, nobody should be surprised by how they're playing. This team is loaded.
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the 76ers.
They're giving a master class in ball movement right now, running the offense, finding the open man, and it leads to a bunch of high percentage looks.
Yeah, great chemistry at that end. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, the captain has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Brooks is out there with Fleming. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Williams. And it's Allen in at the 2. That's who's out there for Phoenix. The captain with the bucket. Tim is one of the most accurate three-point shooters this league has ever seen. Give us your top shooters in the game today.
Yeah, it's funny because you always say, well, obviously Steph, so it's almost like any conversation puts him in a different category. I obviously agree with that. I look at a guy like Damian Lillard with that unlimited range and his ability to pull up from anywhere. Even a guy like Trae Young, I would put into that category because of the range, Kevin. It just extends defenses so far.
What a list.
Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead.
Allen finds Booker. Up and in, that's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots.
Well, all systems go here early on. That's 3 in a row since Jump Street.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. For Philadelphia. Simmons comes in for Maxey. Here's someone who's really been playing well, earning the Player of the Month in the East, the captain.
And when you have a big man carrying as much of the load as he has, it just makes things so easy for the rest of your team. Completely deserving of the award.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Simmons passes to the captain. The 3 from George. The three-pointer is right on target. George has got 6.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Yep, it counts.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Out to the right wing. Embiid from outside. Booker pulls it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Fleming. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. The captain's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority. You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Nobody near Allen. That's short off the rim. Philadelphia has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. And you talk about physical dominance combined with skill. Tim, at his peak, where does Joel Embiid rank?
Well, Kevin, I'm not sure we've ever seen a 7-footer with this combination of power and three-point shooting touch. Injuries really are the only thing that have slowed him down.
And the Suns call time here.
Let's turn up the energy from fans with your S.1.
The Suns making a change here. Gillespie's checked in. Philadelphia also making some changes. Tyrese Maxey comes in for Edwards. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Ben Simmons. Here's Gillespie. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Lets the 3 fly. And again, it's the Suns missing. 76ers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. The hook. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Pass to Williams. Rebound by the 76ers. The captain's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, this season, new broadcasting deals are kicking in for the NBA. Silver said, we dramatically increased the number of primetime broadcast exposures to a level almost unthinkable from my early days in the league. In fact, the NBA is now set for basically nightly national broadcasts. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for that update. For Philadelphia, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. And here's George for 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Brooks, the pass to Fleming. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Andre Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid. Kelly Oubre comes in for George. And Jared McCain subbed in for Maxey. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. And he jams it with authority.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty. And he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Here's Lowry. From the top of the key, he buries it. Lowry's got his second bucket tonight.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Out to Brooks for the 3. Rebounded by the captain. Good work there as it goes. The captain's got 30 points.
And, boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great.
And so it's Philadelphia out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, so impressive for a big guy to make a find like a guard.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth, Jared McCain is out there with Lowry. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Drummond in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Booker. Oubre pulls it in.
Well, he usually brings rain from there, but not this time.
And the 76ers call time here. Changes for Philadelphia. Bonus checked in, and the captain subbed in for Kelly Oubre. So, Tim, when you look at what wins in this NBA, many say the heyday of the super team has come and gone. Why is that?
Well, I believe the new collective bargaining agreement has made it awfully difficult for teams to pay 3 stars and also fill out their roster with complementary role players.
So what's the answer? How do teams build?
I think the answer Oklahoma City has captured. You have to have great chemistry, certainly a star at the top, and then guys that understand the pecking order of that team. I think that's how you get it done and build around defense.
Great example.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the 76ers?
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
And it's Bona missing. they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Can't nail the jumper. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And it comes off the front of the rim.
Yeah, normally that's an easy 2 for him. I'm surprised he missed that one.
Here's Turner.
Unreal.
Ben Simmons.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. To stop the run, here's Booker. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Booker's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, Booker getting it done at every level. He is just a bucket getter.
Here's Turlock. Good! Another from 3.
Three-point field goal.
He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. And stolen by Simmons. Here's Turlock, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
Booker against Simmons. Pass to Dunn. He tries for 3. It's hauled in by Edwards. Philadelphia's gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Philadelphia.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And for the year now, they'll have 52 wins under their belt.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the captain.
And his playmaking was a big storyline in this game. He got guys involved and found them in their favorite spots.
There's the triple. Another bucket. Wow.
One more 50-point game from him as he continues to move towards the top spot.
I have never seen a season like this. Over and over, he continues to explode on the offensive end.
The top spot for most 50-point games in the season comes from the scoring year of all scoring years. Wilt Chamberlain's amazing 1962 season. Wilt actually averaged 50 points a game that year.
And here's Booker. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, the captain.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Dan Van Gundy. And one thing we expect to see tonight, great guard play on both sides.
Well, these matchups can be so compelling. You know you're going to get elite ball handling, passing, shot creation. No question, this one's going to be entertaining to watch.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Philadelphia 76ers. They've got Tyrese Maxey. He's out there with Quentin Grimes. Joel Embiid is out there with Paul George. And it's the captain in at power forward. The three, here's Lillard. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. Embiid drawing the double team. Fades back, and he gets that one.
Yeah, this is what sets Embiid apart from other bigs. That mid-range game is on point.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Chauncey Billups. We talked about the strategy tonight, particularly against Joel Embiid. He said, quote, I told my guys to get as physical as they want, adding, he's not a guy you can guard gently. He demands that you get aggressive. Hopefully that assertive defense gets Coach the results he's looking for. Back to you, Brian.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, plenty of anticipation in Portland for this summer when the WNBA will return to the Rose City. The Fire will reclaim the name from Portland's initial 2-year WNBA run from 2000 to 02. And this summer, with the momentum around the league, the hope is that flame will endure.
A new beginning. All right, Shams, thanks for the report. Here's Grimes. Knocks down the triple.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here.
Here we go, fans. Here comes your Trailblazers team.
Boy, it's been fun watching this player do his thing lately. Our player of the week for the Eastern Conference.
Oh, it's been so much fun to watch him on the offensive end recently. He's really his team's engine on that end of the floor, sparking plays and helping them find open shots and big points.
It's Sharp on the wing, covered by Grimes. Avdia, always a nice way to start, makes his first one.
Well, you got to have some fight to play in this league. Avdia showing plenty.
Pass to Grimes. Now here's Maxey, defended by Lillard. There's the triple, and Philadelphia hits again from deep.
What a start. 5 for 5 from the floor, executing the game plan to perfection at this point.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
You know, off the court stand, Damian Lillard has another career going as a rapper.
Well, B.A., I've enjoyed a few tracks, though I prefer his performance on the hardwood where his shooting and scoring do all the talking. Well, you see the potential Sharp has on plays like this. Just a ferocious scorer who fights through tough defense.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the 76ers?
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
Much to the fans' delight, Stan, Shaedon Sharp's dunks are already legend in some parts.
Well, B.A., he does stuff that makes you shake your head, and it gets a ridiculous amount of airtime. Certainly an entertaining young player to watch.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland, trailing by 10. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
Not exactly the biggest game on the season schedule, but both teams are capable of flashing serious potential.
And last year they split their season series, so this is a chance for one of them to get the upper hand on the other.
Embiid can't hit.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Pass to George. Sinks the tray.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
1:15 left to play in the first quarter. And here's Klingon. Shoots a fadeaway. Lillard can't get it to go.
All right, I'm just going to say it. He's 0 for the game. Might be time to stop shooting the ball.
Here's the captain. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific.
Sharp up top. He's guarded by Lowry. Avdia, screen on Lowry. Three-pointer Sharp. Paul George pulls down the board. Now Philadelphia with it. They're on a 20-7 run. The captain, that's good.
Oh, he's on the attack, hitting 6 of his last 7.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Kyle Lowry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. For the Trailblazers, Robert Williams checked in for Avdia. And it's Jeremy Grant in for Kamara. The 76ers also with a sub. McCain's checked in. Outside Sharp. Lillard outside. Just 5 to shoot. Again, the miss by Portland. Down low. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers leading by 17 at the... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Or the 76ers at the top of their game, huh?
I'll tell you what, judging from that first period, you have to love what they're doing offensively.
Well, you know I'm going to give this coaching staff some credit. What a great game plan they've had. Let's see if this can continue.
Murray out there with Williams. Then there's Scoot Henderson. Then it's Jeremy Grant. And it's Rupert in at the 2. That's the group for Portland starting the second. So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. All right, now we have a moment. Here are the most efficient teams from range over the past month. Philadelphia, number 1.
Well, look, they've been great over the last month from 3. That is so important for their offense. Making threes opens up the entire floor.
Pass to Grant. The 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. Their last game, a win against the Suns, looking to carry it into this one.
And I think they were prepared to face pressure D, but that never materialized, so they took advantage.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
Stan, we're in the thick of the season. How hard is it to keep your guys engaged right now?
Well, it's the biggest challenge for a coach, to get your players to continue to listen and to continue to try to improve. You have to figure out the best way to communicate, and that's different on a player-by-player basis.
Nice work defensively, beating them up top and forcing the miss.
Henderson outside. Pass to Murray. He puts up a 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And you see Henderson's awareness improving over time. Terrific read and kick-out pass.
Here's the captain. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And a new group getting ready for Portland. Klingin, he's checked in for Williams. Avdia comes in for Murray. Kamara, he's checked in for Grant. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Rupert.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Portland shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
At the line for Portland.
And the first one at the line is good. And the 76ers making a change here. Edwards is checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Philadelphia leading by 13. A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Thanks, Brian. Denny Avdia, the son of a 6'8 Serbian sharpshooter who played for the Yugoslavian national team, then moved to Israel and met Denny's mom. Denny said he had the same mentality, fire in the eyes. Every night, playing to win. That's how I've always been. That passion is a part of my culture. Brian, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball. Already it's February. Let's see how things look out west. You look at the Trailblazers, and after a subpar season, there have been some questions about the direction of this franchise. Here's the captain, defended by Avdia. Here's the break. Tipped away. It's a 3-on-3 fast break, and he lobs it up to the rim. The shot by Drummond, no good.
And gearing up for the alley-oop, just couldn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync there.
Pass to Gordon. Outside Edwards. Philadelphia moving it around. Jacks up a three. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Blazers trail by 15. Here's Kamara. Three-pointer. Connects from downtown. Kamara's got 7.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
A bit of a shocker during the summer of 2024. Denny Avdia getting traded from Washington to Portland.
Yeah, and from one young team to another, B.A., Denny was just 24 when he got moved and fetched 2 first-round picks, 2 seconds. A big haul.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Sharp, he's checked in for Henderson. And the 76ers will have a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Drummond. Grimes comes in for Edwards. McCain's checked in for Gordon. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Maxey.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Off the outside. Here's Lillard. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Well, you can't play better defense than that, patrolling that mid-range area.
And Embiid gets the double team. Rebounded by Kamara. Blazers trail by 14. Lillard outside. Back to Kamara. And there's the foul. It's on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Sharp against McCain. Pass to Kamara. Lots of room. Good on the shot. Kamara's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. 32 seconds left in the second. Here's the captain. That's good. And so Lowry with the assist. And the 76ers lead by 15. And it's Lillard with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Last game matched up with the Grizzlies. A tough loss there.
And it was an awful game defensively. They lost the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
And being slow on your rotations is a killer. There's not a team in the league that won't punish you for that.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. And so it's Philadelphia looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. They've kept their concentration on limiting Damian Lillard, and it's been working. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Joel, some fireworks early. What's going to be critical to keeping it rolling?
Just keep moving the ball, get stops, and I think the kids just moving the ball, playing together. We've been doing that, and we got some hot guys, and we got to keep fitting them.
Ball movement is key, guys.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the 3rd quarter right after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot. Give it up for our participants.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far for the Portland Trailblazers.
The defense has been trash. That is, if you can call it defense. I call it being lazy.
Yeah, it's lazy, Shaq. They've been outworked, and you got to beat them to the basketball. That's the kind of team that you want to have. And so far, they haven't answered the bell.
And now we get to check out the top performers from their respective teams in that first half.
You got a game within the game. These two guys are trading blows, raising elbows, trading bows, making me wish I was out there right now.
That I would like to see. Shaq serving up elbow Sammys.
With extra mayonnaise.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Blazers trail by 17. Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. We've got George. Tyrese Maxey is out there with Quentin Grimes. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's the captain in at the 4. Shot clock at 5. Here's Sharp. Grimes with a defensive effort.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
The 3 is up. Gets the 3 ball to go. The captain's got 32 points.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Portland moving it around. For 3, here's Lillard. Parries it from 3. Lillard's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Philadelphia leading by 19. You look at the career of Damian Lillard. He's provided some unforgettable moments, Grant.
Oh, yes, he has, B.A. And I remember you were on the call for one of those moments. That unfathomable series-ending buzzer beater he hit against the Thunder.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
Let's see what you got.
And the 76ers will have a different look here. Bonus checked in for Joel Embiid. Watford comes in for George. Gordon, he's checked in for Grimes. And Ben Simmons subbed in for Tyrese Maxey. Outside Sharp. Pass to Kamara. Apia from outside. Got a hand on it. Tries to save it. And it's out of bounds to the Trailblazers as Portland retains possession. Shot clock at 6. Playing it up top. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. Gordon, the pass to the captain. Here's Watford. From outside, off the mark.
Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss of the half.
Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
And Sharp has no off switch. He's consistent at attacking defenses and drawing whistles.
And this is his second and third free throws tonight. That free throw good from Sharp. Coach, I've heard you say one of the most frustrating things to watch is a team that beats itself.
Yeah, B.A., I think one of the things is before you can win, you got to make sure you don't lose. And when you're doing...
Good. He hits again.
Another night and another 40 points in the books for him. What a season.
And he is edging ever closer to the second-place mark for most 40-point games in a year.
And with Jordan's mark in the rear view, he's now marching toward Wilt's 1963 record of 52 games of 40 or more. Just amazing.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Here's Sharp, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Klingen. Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Portland has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third.
76ers foul.
Henderson, he's checked in for Portland.
Second team foul. Now into the lineup for Portland, number 00.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play.
2 minutes remaining in the
Back
third.
to Kamara, pass to Sharp. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the 3. The captain with a rebound. The captain's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Another miss. At some point, they need to tap someone else for a boost offensively.
Gets the 3 to fall.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Well, the Trailblazers shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency. Back to Henderson. 4-3. And Watford pulls it down. Now Philadelphia with it. They're on a 14-4 run. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trailblazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players just around them. Back to you.
A good strategy. Okay, Allie, good stuff. And some changes here for Portland. Robert Williams checked in for Klingen. Murray comes in for Avdia. And it's Jeremy Grant in for Kamara. And the 76ers will have a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Bona. George comes in for Watford. Lowry, he's checked in for Gordon. And it's Maxey in for Simmons. And here's Maxey outside. He drops it from range. Maxey's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And so Henderson will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Henderson with a screen on George. Knocks it loose. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. From outside the arc. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Sharp against Lowry. Sharp passes to Henderson. Fires the 3. Hits the three-pointer.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year.
Well, nice execution off the inbounds. They caught the defense napping on the perimeter.
And so it's Philadelphia with 0 pressure as they hold on to a 35-point advantage. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game.
Oh, wow! Look out! Absorbs the bump to get the finish. Lowry determined there inside.
What a sensational move captured from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Now here's Lillard. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
What an incredible ankle breaker to help create space for a shot.
Pass to McCain. Timeout called, the 76ers. As players get bigger and faster, you think the league will have to widen the court at some point?
Well, B.A., I just don't think that's realistic, to be quite honest. And I think the reason is the league's all about money, right? I mean, it's a business. We've got to make money. And the arenas were all laid out. If you start making the court wider, you're going to take away rows of seats. Those are high-priced seats, B.A. We're not taking those away. I don't think widening the court is really realistic.
Philadelphia making a change here. Here's the captain. And again.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Lillard passes to Graham. There's a screen. Fast break. Here comes Philadelphia. Simmons finds Drummond. Philadelphia moving it around. And again for three. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Philadelphia?
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
They also excelled defensively tonight, particularly inside. Tons of shots sent back, which was a treat to watch.
2 emphatic points from...
And it's good! He hits another one!
And he now owns the record for career 60-point games. I mean, it's shocking.
Some people already consider him the best ever to lace him up. This will continue to fuel that conversation. Now a timeout called by Portland. And a new group getting ready for Portland. Klingon, he's checked in for Williams. Avdia comes in for Murray. Kamara, he's checked in for Grant. And Shaden Sharp subbed in for Henderson. Bonus checked in for the Sixers. Right side, Kamara. Outside, Sharp. And they say that leadership starts at the top, Stan. How does great ownership and the front office permeate an organization?
Well, you're absolutely right, B.A. Leadership starts at the top. And the best owners in this league go out and get great people, and then they empower them. They don't micromanage. They get people to work and use their expertise to build the organization.
Hits the trifecta.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
And it's Lillard with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. From deep three-point land. Knocks it down from distance. Lillard's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, this is what game time is all about. The ability to instantly respond from range.
Here's the captain. Another three for Philadelphia.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot, but when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding it.
I love how tricky Dame can be. He uses a pull-up J to catch the defender totally off balance.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Pass to Klingon. Back to Avdia. Clock at 6. Klingon with a screen. Takes the three. Offensive board. Tries again. And Avdia finishes it off. Avdia's got 4 points this quarter.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the 76ers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And another victory added to their resume. This will be their 53rd win of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for the captain.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
There's the three. Nails it from 3.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Again, the miss by Portland. Watford with a screen. The captain hits yet again. Wow!
3 points.
Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
B.A., it feels like he can't miss.
And an intentional foul right there.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Substitution on the
There's 6 seconds left in the final quarter, and they go to the intentional foul.
second personal foul, second team foul. At the line for 2, Damian Lillard.
And he knocks down the first one. That one misses. And Philadelphia calls time here. Just 4 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Interesting timeout with this game mostly in the bag.
Well, they could be trying to just make a change just so their subs can close this game out.
With this brief pause, let's take a look at our player of the game.
This is special. We are witnessing a legendary performance here tonight. He is like levels above everyone else on the floor. Something must have clicked for him in warm-ups tonight. He's just come out and he has run wild.
Wow, did this game really turn out to be his show? A commanding performance like that makes for a sweet victory, especially on the road. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Joel, congratulations. A quality win tonight. What enabled you to secure it?
Oh, we played. We were tough tonight. We won soft. We shared the ball defensively. We were really good. And that's what we got to do the rest of the season.
The toughness showed and paid off. Thanks, Joel.
All right. Thanks, Allie. And that'll wrap it up, folks. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. On our sideline reporting tonight, Allie LaForce. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Jalen Brunson.
And suddenly his feel for the three-point shot has left it. It's been a tough go the past 5 games. The percentage from long range not close to what it was earlier, but he's not going to give up on it, and he'll try to get it going here tonight.
So the New York starting 5, they've got Hart, Mikal Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby, and it's Towns in at the 5 spot for the 76ers. The captain out there with Paul George. Then there's Quentin Grimes. Then there's Embiid, and it's Maxey in at the point. Deflects the pass. Paul George with the steal. To the paint. Here's Tarlock. Rebounded by Hart. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
Glancing at the players on these rosters, Doris, we see some elite guards on both teams.
Absolutely, Kevin. And the nice thing is these guards are both playmakers and scorers, and the teams rely heavily on their productivity.
Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Guys, when you talk about Josh Hart, he is putting himself in the conversation for one of the best rebounding guards we've ever seen.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And Doris, you see the talent on this Knicks squad, but there's always been questions about the intangibles they possess.
What's fascinating, Kevin, is this team built slowly and methodically and with great patience. And then they took a couple of big swings. It doesn't result in a championship, and now you evaluate everything. Well, the intensity, the toughness, the absolute ability to play bigger than your size. That is Josh Hart.
Here's Embiid. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. It's rebounded by New York. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
I think when you shoot as poorly as they did from deep in that basketball game, it's not going to go your way very often. The 3 ball, too critical in today's NBA.
Now, here's Maxey. After the miss from Joel Embiid.
And Maxey plays with so much energy. That time he wheels that one in off the contact.
Here's Brunson. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Indiana. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And it's sent back by George. Lob pass to George. Towns with the steal. Bridges, no one around him. And the 3 off target.
Boy, a chilly start for this basketball team. They are just 1 for 4.
Drills the 3-pointer. 6 points for the captain.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And the 76ers making a change here. McCain's checked in. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for the Knicks. Bridges kicks to Hart. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence the crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns is taking his rebounding to a new level in New York. He said, I didn't put all this muscle on for no reason. I'm going to keep playing physical, keep playing my game, and I'll keep demanding attention from every defense and then let the game play out. Kevin, back to you.
Playing physical for sure. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Now here's Towns. Jalen Brunson missing his last shot. 6 to shoot. Hart the pass to Clark. Maxey with it. Brunson picks him up. Embiid. Pass to Maxey. Shoots the 3. The captain with the bucket. The captain's got his 3rd basket of the night.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
George against Hart. Trying to end the drought. New York, no good that time either. Philadelphia leading by 11. And George gets it to go.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Some changes for Philadelphia. Drummond comes in for Joel Embiid, and Kelly Oubre subbed in for George. The Knicks also changing it up. Clarkson comes in for Josh Hart, and Miles McBride subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Now, here's Clarkson. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game.
Well, the one thing about Clarkson, a little bit inconsistent from deep, so that's a welcome sight for his team.
Hands it from downtown. 12 points for the captain.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
Clarkson against McCain. Fires from 14, off the left rim and out.
Oh, the analytics department is smiling after that one.
Oubre passes to the captain. Back to Oubre. The tray. The 76ers, another three.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Here's Tarlock. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
They have been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. Their work from beyond the arc has been to highlight a lot of threes, finding the bottom of the bucket. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the 76ers.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Sharing the perimeter spots, it's Clarkson and Bridges. Abusele out there with Brandon Clark. And it's McBride in at the point guard position. That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. And Yabusele wide open, and he shoots. No good on the three. The 76ers leading by 16 after seasons of speculation and drama. Doris Ben Simmons seems to finally be settling in.
And Kevin, maybe his career doesn't look perhaps the way many people expected it to be. But what we know is this guy is a confident, well-sized, highly skilled defensive player and a highly skilled passer. And listen, you got to get past the noise sometimes.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Quentin Grimes is checked in for Jared McCain. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Anunoby's checked in, and timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Changes for Philadelphia. Bonus checked in, and the captain subbed in for Maxey. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Pass to Bona. Here's the captain. Lets it go with a 3. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Marks and dishes to Bridges. Looking for Clark, and he gets it there. They can't stop the run with that one.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
That one drops for him. 22 points for the captain.
Boy, for the most part, when they have gone through him, he has delivered.
Greg, this is an exciting part of the season, isn't it? The trade deadline is behind us, and we're going to start seeing guys around the league in new uniforms. The stage is set for it.
Yeah, we saw some teams make some moves to get better as we come up on the All-Star break. It'll be interesting to see how those new additions mesh. No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
Karl Anthony Towns checked in for New York. Jalen Brunson comes in for Jordan Clarkson. Here's Bridges out to Brunson. Off target from outside.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Here's Turlock. Another three for Philadelphia.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Brunson, the bounce pass.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Bridges deciding where to go with it. And they get it. Brunson, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey guys, well the NBA is cutthroat. All-star Kevin Durant said, you've got to build up that dislike for guys that you're competing against, and you can't be friends while you're on the court. It's a dog-eat-dog world, especially when you're at the level of greatness. You don't want anybody to take that thing you've got. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Gershon Yabusele comes in for Clark, and it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mikal Bridges. Here's Anunoby, out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. Well, we still have about half a season left, but here's where the power rankings stand as of today. Taking a look at New York, they've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And when I look at Philadelphia, they are the team we expected to be here. Taking the top spot come playoff time, this is the team to beat.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Paul George comes in for Jared McCain. And Maxey subbed in for Kyle Lowry. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Only giving up 2 points this quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Brunson, that's a 2-pointer. Good, he hits the jump shot.
And some much-needed offense right there. He ends that fantastic run by the Sixers.
Pass to the captain. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
He goes in for the dunk.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. 76ers on top, running away with this one. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Well, Carl, they're scoring pretty easily. What has to change in the second half?
Our whole defensive system right now, because it's just not working. It's not the coaches, it's us as players. We're letting them get too much, fast break. They're doing a great job, and they're hitting some shots, so we got to be able to make them miss.
Best of luck locking it in, guys.
Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime. And we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
And get ready for the fans half-court shots from Rose League. The men put up that shot. Let's hear it for the participants.
Welcome, everyone, to tonight's show. Kicking things off, let's see some of the names on the injury list around the league.
The Hornets roster not at full strength. Dealing with the loss of LaMelo, no easy task. So dynamic. You won't find a quick replacement for him on your bench.
Transcendent talent, a guy who really moves the needle for your team. You hate to see this.
Did you say transcendent?
I think I did. Don't ask me how to spell it, but I know what I said.
Man, oh, it surprised me.
Impressive.
And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the Philadelphia 76ers.
High fidelity, fast pace, and lots of three-pointers.
When it works, it's hard to argue, but beware. The paint is still a safer bet. Got to keep that balance.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, the captain has been exceptional here, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
We've got Maxey. Joel Embiid out there with the captain. Then there's Quentin Grimes. And it's George in at the small forward position. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Bridges outside. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
Here's Tarlock. And again for three.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Out to Brunson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now the 76ers with it. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand.
Who's got Jalen?
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Bridges for three. It's hauled in by George.
Boy, what a frustrating, sluggish start to this half. Brutal.
The captain passes to Maxey. Three-pointer by Embiid. Good on the triple. Embiid's got 5 now.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but
connects again.
And just like that, he's tied the record for most 50-point games.
Greg, this is a record I never thought would be matched. Unbelievable season from him.
You look back at Wilt's 62 campaign and all the records it spawned, absolutely stunning to see the 50-point games record be matched.
Bridges kicks to Brunson. Shot clock at 6. Shot to stop the run, and there's a nice layup inside by Bridges. Bridges has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, we know this. Mikal Bridges has the length and hops to score inside. Nicely done.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. 53 points for the captain.
Boy, it hasn't mattered what the defense has tried. He has had every counter. What a great night.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Bridges with it, now defended by Embiid. From outside the arc, he can't get that one to fall. Here's Philadelphia. They're on an 11-2 run. Here's Tarlock. And it's wide right, hits off the rim.
Boy, he looks and will take that shot every time, just won't go.
Towns, a screen on Maxey. And the shot goes in. Brunson's got his third bucket of the night.
Such an intelligent basketball play by Jalen Brunson. This guy understands how to get himself going in pick-and-roll action.
The captain with the bucket.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
Brunson the pass to Anunoby. Off target from three-point range. Philadelphia has gotten all 4 of the three-point shots to go down since halftime. They're lighting it up here.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Hart outside. Clock at 6. Pass to Towns. Misses the 3. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 14-4 run. Launches it. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Anunoby against George. Brunson outside. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. New York needs to get off a shot. And the Knicks miss again. 76ers have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Good, he hits again. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Anunoby has the open look. And again, it's the Knicks missing. It doesn't go for him. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh and if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team.
And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Towns is out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Clarkson in at the 2-guard.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now is massive.
And the 76ers call time here. Some changes for Philadelphia. Bonus checked in, and the captain subbed in for Jared McCain. 76ers moving the ball around. Tarlock drains the three-pointer.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
In the corner, Simmons with it. Here's Tarlock. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 3rd assist on the night.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Oubre with the steal. Down low, here's Bona. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Here's McBride. Towns. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Oubre's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Tarlock. And another one falls. Amazing. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Philadelphia's gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the 3rd quarter ended. This one for 3. The 76ers another 3.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Andre Drummond's checked in for Philadelphia. Jared McCain comes in for Kelly Oubre. And then for New York, Josh Hart, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. Bridges comes in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Bridges kicks to Anunoby. They need this one. A putback, and it's Towns on the follow.
Yeah, you love to see Towns mix it up a little bit. Gets his team a bucket on a second chance.
Fires the 3. Yet another bucket. And there's 80 points.
Wow. Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
Bridges passes to Hart. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Tarlock. Connects again from distance.
And this three-point shooting performance has been insane. Everything is going in.
It's been a historic night for him, closing in on the fourth most threes in a single game. Good on the shot. 6 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the 76ers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And in the win-loss column, tonight's game will push their record up to 54 wins on the year. And we watched one, and again for three.
Another three. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made. Can't hit from the corner. Here's Bridges. Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
It was. Just a terrific perspective of good. Another from three.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. Here's Tarlock, and good. There's another.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks so much. Paul, you dialed up the defense in this one. What were some of those adjustments?
Well, we're starting to pressure up. We're starting to use our hands. A team like that, you can't let them be comfortable. And we're doing a great job of just, taking away their airspace.
Well, the discomfort showed and led to a win for you guys. Congrats on the win.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, the captain.